Rob, jury selection continues at this hour. Dozens of prospective jurors have been interviewed so far. Many of them dismissed already, mostly for hardship reasons. A final jury not expected to be seated until tomorrow. Day one of what has become known as the ComEd 4 corruption trial began today with jury selection and U.S. District Judge Harry Leinenweber ruling that he will allow undercover federal recordings to be released to the public. The recordings allegedly implicate the defendants with scheming to bribe former Illinois House Speaker Mike Madigan.
It will reveal how Mike Madigan operated, how Illinois politics operated, and answer the big question as to whether or not what he did and how he operated was corrupt and illegal.
The ComEd 4 are former ComEd CEO Anne Pramaggiore, former ComEd lobbyist and longtime Mike Madigan friend Mike McLean, former ComEd executive John Hooker, and former ComEd consultant and City Club of Chicago president Jay Doherty. In a deferred prosecution agreement signed 2.5 years ago, ComEd accepted responsibility for the charges against it and its former officers and agreed to pay a $200 million fine.
This could be the trial to beat all trials. This could be a trial that we'll look back and see as one of the trials of the decade.
The trial begins 2 years after the four were indicted on charges that accuse them of trying to bribe Madigan from 2011 to 2019 in order to further legislation that was favorable to the utility company, which allegedly arranged no-show jobs, contracts, and monetary payments to the former House Speaker's associates. Madigan, whose own racketeering trial is set to begin next year, is repeatedly referenced throughout the indictment as public official A.
I see this as laying the groundwork for the case against Madigan. You're going to hear evidence that directly implicates Madigan in these activities. If the jury decides that there's guilt here, it'd be much more likely that another jury might look at the next trial and see guilt there.
Now, once the jury is seated, opening statements will follow. That expected to take place at some point tomorrow. The trial itself is estimated to take around 2 months to complete.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.